Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit more tricky. It says when a negative symbol appears outside of the absolute value symbol, you will solve the absolute value and then apply the sign to the answer. So the key thing is when you see that absolute value, remember we have to work PEMDAS. And when we work PEMDAS, we always do parentheses first. Well, these absolute values are what they call symbols of inclusion. And symbols of inclusion fall into this PEMDAS or the parentheses part of PEMDAS. So I have to actually solve that absolute value of negative 15 before I can do anything on the outside of it. And these will get more advanced. So we're going to start pretty basic. So right now, I want to figure out the absolute value of negative 15. So how far is negative 15 from 0? 15 places. Now I will carry down this negative that's on the outside and apply it to my answer. So here I ended up with a negative answer. All of our previous answers always got a positive number because it did not have this negative sign sitting out in front of that absolute value bar. Final answer on this would be negative 15. And another way of reading this would be the opposite of the absolute value of 15. So the opposite of 15 is negative 15. How about this one? The opposite of the absolute value of 5. Well, let's solve this part first. We have to follow orders of operation. The absolute value of 5 is 5, and you guys have been doing that, so it should be pretty easy. Now, because this negative sign was on the outside of the absolute value bar, we will go ahead and apply it. So now our final answer is negative 5. Why don't you go ahead and try this one? For this answer, the absolute value of negative 7 is 7. Now we'll go ahead and apply that negative sign that's on the outside. Final answer is negative 7. One last one. We're going to start solving here. So the absolute value of 22 is 22. And we'll apply. So we should have ended up with a negative 22 for our final answer.